What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. It is Oosagi, and today we're going to be watching the Maul Shadow Lord trailer. This show follows Darth Maul after the fall of the Republic during the beginning days of the the Galactic Empire. It follows pretty closely after the ending of the Clone Wars show, which, as we saw there, Darth Maul escapes barely during the attacks of Order 66, and then this show starts. This takes place, I guess, in the era of the Bad Batch, which is right there, right before, or right, a good bit before Rebels, a good bit before New Hope, a good bit before all that, in the same era that Andor or Kenobi would be taking place. Either way, this is something I'm extremely hyped for because Darth Maul hasn't really been canon to the main Star Wars universe other than the first movie, Phantom Menace. So now that we're getting this, I want to see if they hopefully, intertwine a lot more of the Clone Wars stories into the live action. This way we could see more of Darth Maul potentially in live action going against Obi-Wan again, like they constantly do. Hopefully we just get to see him sometime fight Obi-Wan again in live action. That'd be really fucking cool. That's what I would like to see. There's a lot to show in that story. We've seen a lot of it in just the Clone Wars, and we obviously saw it come to its untimely end in Rebels when Darth Maul went and once again to go fight Obi-Wan and lost for the last time. But so this show's going to take place sometime in between all that, during the same era as the Bad Batch, but after the Clone Wars, and I'm hype. I can't wait to see what it is. But anyways, let's watch this trailer. Alright, here we go.
Is a syndicate leader. He is associated with several criminal
Let's
organizations.
keep this animation style, Star Wars. Never change.
With a laser sword.
He's back. Ooh. Oh, he's menacing.
Tried to kill me. Their betrayal demands consequence. And that consequence requires a weapon. Together.
Ooh, oh my god.
The Empire.
He wants to fight his allies.
The Empire may be our common enemy, but Maul will never be our ally.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
Find him. Whatever it takes.
The Age of Maul.
This is escalating out of our hands.
Holy shit. Maul with a minigun.
The Empire will want answers.
Okay.
The Empire will lock this planet down.
Jedi, where is Maul? I'm right here.
Ooh! Whoa. Oh my god! The animation? The music. Oh, Duel of the Fates is playing.
Our revenge.
Oh my god, the music, the animation, holy shit.
We're not gonna take out the whole Empire.
Maul, April 6th, less than a month! Oh, that's fucking peak. That might be the best Star Wars trailer I have ever watched in my life. Live action, animation, comic, don't matter. That might just be the best trailer. Oh my, the tension in that trailer is beautiful. Just saying, once again, the animation that they perfected for those Star Wars animated shows is just perfect. Even to this day and time, it's still really good. And obviously, you get to upgrade it from Clone Wars to Bad Batch to Rebels to now. It's still the same animation style and it still looks just as beautiful. The characters still look just the same. I know it's the same voice actor of Maul coming back. And oh, yes. So what we see in this trailer is Maul is being hunted. It seems like by the Galactic Empire, but also something else. Obviously the Empire wants him dead. The Ruler 2, when Palpatine first went up to him and tried to stop him because he was disobeying the Ruler 2 after he was taken away from being his apprentice, and his brother. No! Maul is now on the run. He was captured, and then he got away with Ahsoka at the very end as some of the only survivors of Order 66. So now he is on the run. It looks like somebody is hunting him. It's very unclear who, but most likely, obviously, Palpatine still wants him dead. He is still going against the ruler too. He is still a threat to the Empire by just being another Sith out there, or another trained Sith in general in the dark side. It's a threat no matter what. So we also see a new Jedi in the trailer who is young, and obviously this takes place after Order 66. So who is she? Her name is Devin Izara. She is a Jedi Padawan, one of the few survivors of Order 66, and it seems like from this trailer that Maul might be wanting her to be his new Padawan. Not many Force-sensitive people out there right now, that obviously that we know of. There's no Jedi, there's nothing, no control going on, and what other way than to start your own new Sith or Jedi Order with someone else who's already trained by and who's already an enemy of the Galactic Empire? Like they said in the trailer, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Right? Wrong, because you do not trust Darth Maul. Ever. And like I said before, Sam Witwer is also going to be returning to play Maul, like he did in Rebels and Clone Wars, and now Maul Shadow Lord. A while ago, they had said this about the show, which had got me really hyped up because it's a really great description. It's very deep, and I like the idea of this. So Sam Witwer had said that Maul now views the Jedi differently in Maul Shadow Lord. He was trained to hate and destroy the Jedi without ever questioning it. Now he's looking at the galaxy going, boy, we could sure use a Jedi Knight or two. At least with the Jedi, you knew where they stood. There's something to respect there. This empire, he sees no values there. Just the naked grab for influence, power, and money. Principles are gone, and he looked at that with a certain level of distaste. He may not have agreed with the Jedi Knights, but at least they had principles. You knew who they were dealing with, and you could reason with that. There's no reasoning with the Empire. Once I read this, I was like, holy shit, that's amazing, because towards the end of Clone Wars, Maul really became a very complicated character. You know, he was always against Ahsoka, Obi-Wan. He was the bad guy, but he was hurt so much by Palpatine when Palpatine went to Mustafar and killed Savage Opress and basically denied him of everything that he was trained to do. It was like Maul couldn't handle it. So now Maul is on the enemy of the Empire as well, and he doesn't have the help of any Jedi. Well, not necessarily the help, but he doesn't have there's no influence of the Jedi around the galaxy where he's like, damn, that would be really useful. Or at least that's how I interpret what he's saying. Like either way, the Jedi, it's hard to, but he's right. Without Jedi, there's no order. That's kind of the whole point of the Jedi and the Republic in general being together. And without the Jedi, it's just hate coming from Palpatine, hate, control, power, and that's not something that Maul has ever been interested in as a character, and is not something that he is interested in at all now where he is in his point in life. If you've watched Rebels, you see what Maul is in his life. He's no longer a Sith. He's described as a former Sith, and he doesn't really care to be a Sith anymore. Because by the point of Star Wars Rebels, we see him, he's a crime lord that leads to Crimson Dawn, which we also saw in Han, a solo story. Like, once again, like I said, he's still bad. We see him, like, he tries to manipulate Ezra. We see him do a lot of things in Rebels, but it's all for his own goals rather than being for anything for the Sith. He wants nothing to do with being a Sith anymore. He just knows the power of the Sith. My boy just wants revenge. He just got the beef and that's it. Another thing that we see in this trailer are more Inquisitors. We see the 11th brother who is fighting Devin Azara, and then we see Maul come out of nowhere and join the fight, and it kind of makes like a 2v1. But then earlier in the trailer, we see Marok. Marok is the first brother that we actually see in live action of Ahsoka, and if I'm correct, he was also in Andor. Don't quote me, I could be so wrong. But anyways, an Inquisitor is a dark side user who would hunt Jedi survivors for Palpatine. They're not necessarily Sith, but they're Force sensitive. They're not allowed to be Sith basically because, you know, the rule of two and Palpatine can't allow that. And obviously Maul isn't a Sith. I mean, obviously Maul isn't a Jedi, but he falls under the same order of Order 66, where he was supposed to get killed there. So he falls under the same hunting grounds and rules as hunting a Jedi down like Obi-Wan or Yoda would be. Anyways, that's all I have for today. Thank you guys for watching. This show looks amazing. I'm going to be seated for it as soon as it drops. Let me know in the comments what you guys are hyped for in this show. What do you guys want to see? And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.